Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I'm going to repot some Phalaenopsis that, well, they do need repotting, you know, that goes without saying. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them out of the pots and I'm going to trim them up, clean them up, have a look what's wrong with them, see if there's any bugs on them, and then we'll deal with it if we see any bugs. Now this is a Noid Phalaenopsis, one you can buy from the superstores and one thing and another, but it's got some nice roots on and it's got a nice new little growth there, but it'll have some bad roots at the back that you can probably just see there. They'll all need cutting off and cleaning up, and we'll just check that one to see if there's any bugs in it. But that's a Noid one. The next one is Phalaenopsis caerulea, and this again has got some decent roots on but needs cleaning up. This one is, let's see, I have to get the label out. It's a Phalaenopsis cross violacea, otherwise known as a Samira. This has got some beautiful leaves on it, 7 in total, and a nice spike that's just going to start blooming in a week or two's time. The warm weather's doing these good. And the last one I'm going to do here is a, let's see, is a Phalaenopsis cornings violet, and that's got 1-2 spikes on it, another one coming down there, and a nice new leaf. These leaves are not as broad, but they are nice, and I think I've just been bothered a little bit with spider mite. That's all. The leaf feels a little bit soft, so we'll repot that one as well and have a good look at it. That's Phalaenopsis cornings violet, and I think we'll do this one first. Right, we'll take this one out of its pot. Take the label off, put it there, then we won't lose it. These haven't been repotted for a few months now, so we'll just have a quick look at all of them. Nice roots, yeah, but plenty of soft ones. Right, just have a quick look at the root system. There's the roots, they're doing okay. These are the soft ones. There's a few of those that need taking off, so I'll do that, and then we'll have a look, see if there's any remnants of spider mite on it. Well, I've given this a good clean up now. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm getting a bit nearer with the camera, and that's better. I've cleaned it all up inside there, and I've taken that leaf off. You know, the one that was slightly covered that I said we had trouble with a bit of spider mite on. But no, it was just one leaf that was attached to the old growth. You see that dark spot there? That's where the leaf was attached to, just that one leaf, that's all. So I don't think it's done any harm taking it off. And this has got 1, 2, 3 spikes. Looks like it's going to flower this year sometime. So we've cleaned that one up, we've took all the dead roots off, we've checked it for diseases, so the only thing to do there is we'll just put it on one side till I've done the other lot. Right, the next one is this Phalaenopsis caerulea, or caerulea, whichever you prefer saying, and this looks like it just might have been attacked by spider mite. You can see little holes there in the leaves, which spoils them altogether. And we'll just check on these roots. We'll take it out of the pot and we'll see what there is to do with this one. Right, we'll remove the label as usual and take it out of the pot. These got watered probably 3 or 4 days ago, so doesn't look like they need doing yet. And there's some tree fern fibre in there as well. It's a long time since I had any of that. So just take as much off as we can. You can see some roots that need to come off, some leaves that need to come off, and there'll be 1 or 2 roots that need to come off. So we'll just show you the problem. Well, it's not a problem really, it's just a matter of cleaning it up and removing all the stuff that you don't think's doing the plant any good. So we'll have a look deep inside there and remove everything that's dead in there. Right, so I'll come back to you when that one's done. And the next one is this Bellina cross Violacea with the name of Samira. And this is also wants cleaning up, going a little bit dark here in the back of the roots, so what they're like. And also I've seen a bad root somewhere. Oh, there we are. That one's dealing with as well before it gets any worse. So we'll take this one out of its pot. This is a bit more difficult to get out because I think there's probably a root, growing through the holes in the pot I've put in. Now this one, for its size, doesn't look like it's got too many roots in the pot. The aerial roots are fantastic. So I'm not putting any on mats because that is a bugbear and a vine where you've got to come in every day and spray them. Well, I'm just going to experiment a bit with this one by putting it in a deeper pot. And what I'm going to do, and I've never done it before, is put the aerial roots into the pot. That's why I've chosen a bigger pot, just to see how it goes on. And this has got plenty of aerial roots on it, so what I propose to do is to take it out of the pot, trim it all up, take all the bad stuff off and put it in a deeper pot, again with the aerial roots inside the pot. So we'll see how that goes on. Get out of the pot. This has got so many roots on it. Instead of taking it out of the pot, you can say it's just been watered, but this is still in. Look at that. Still, it's an original pot it's been grown in. So there is no way have I repotted this, and I must have had it for over 2 years. So this really does need a good clean up. And as usual, everything's dead in the middle here. So we'll try and take as much of this off as we can. Then I'll go indoors and put it under the tap to make sure it's really cleaned off. Get everything trimmed off that needs trimming off. And give it a new lease of life, hopefully, because these noids, alright, people say, oh, they're supermarket things, but they've been grown in good conditions, and I think they make about, what is it, 6 or 7 million a year to sell in shops, and some of them are absolutely beautiful. And not knowing what this one is yet, yeah I have, yeah I know what this one is, and it's not particularly nice. But we'll repot it until it flowers again, and hopefully it'll be a little better. So I'll come back to that one when I've cleaned all that lot up. Well, I've got all the bark mix there for them. There's a bit of everything in it. There's a bit of, it's virtually medium to large, and down to about 12 millimetres bark. And there's 1 or 2 coconut husks in. Plenty of, what do they call it, perlite, large perlite, and little bits of sphagnum moss. So I'll get the next one potted up. It's got a nice clean pot. And we'll do this Corning's violet first. Excuse me about my throat. I've got to go and see a specialist on the 13th of June for the second time to see how they can sort this pouch out in my throat. And there's 2 options. They either can do it endoscopically down your throat, or they can go through your neck, cut your neck open and do it. Don't sound nice, any of them, but it has to be done. Anyhow, that's enough of that. Let's get this potted up. Nice bark here. Lovely clean bark. And I put the aerial roots into the pot as well. So they'll get, and we're only watering them sort of every 7 days or so. The aerial roots that I've got in the pot now will be in enough water to keep them going. There's a few aerial roots here I can't put down into the pot, or else I will break them, or if I did put them down in the pot, the plants, instead of being nice and flat like that, will be stuck up in the air. So we'll leave it at that. So that one's done. That's the, excuse me, Phalaenopsis Corning's violet. Absolutely beautiful flowers on that. Now I'm not going to do them all for you, because when you've seen one, you've seen them all. But I'll do the noise one. Get a pot there, it's got some bit of polystyrene down the bottom, and I think if we bend these aerial roots over and cut them at a length of the pot, if I can, we'll find the scissors. Here we are. Bent them all over, and the size of the pot comes to about there, so we'll chop off, we'll chop these off here, there we are, so that should fit nicely into this pot. So we'll just put the roots in the pot. This has been eaten underneath from slugs or something, but that's probably a couple of years ago. Be careful you don't bend any of the roots. Doesn't matter if you bend 1 or 2 though, they'll be fine. And there we are, we've got that nice straight up, so we'll pop that one up. And in the other side. Just a bit more down here. Push one or two down there where the bark isn't getting, because the roots are too close together. So we'll just open the roots up and put a bit of bark there. Right, so press that down, make sure it's nice and firm. Make sure everything's filled up. And there's your Noid Phalaenopsis. Well, you remember me saying earlier on that this Phalaenopsis had a bad leaf and I would have to attend to it. So what I've done, I've cut it off in the shape of what the leaf should be, and here it is now. There we are. And then let's get a bit further away. That's it, that's the leaf. And that's the piece that's come off there. So that looks much better as well. Well, those are the only two I'm going to do on camera. So you must admit they do look a lot nicer than they did. And hopefully we'll get some nice blooms off them in a couple of months' time, something like that. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you to all my subscribers. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.